It's one thing to get to the top, it's another thing to stay at the top. Chet Holmgren will have a better career than Wemby.
Oh, that's got to be a hot take. Chet's awesome.
Steph Curry has officially entered the top 5 all-time debate.
Top 5, like player of all time or point guard?
Players. Welcome to the Student Section Podcast. I'm your host, Keith Sparrows.
I'm Jacob.
It's Kevo.
And today we have a special guest with us joining us for the first time. Our first guest.
I'm honored to be here. Professor Andrew Stem. I teach lecturer here in the School of Communication. Been involved with sports writing, sports broadcasting throughout my life, and I'm really glad to be here today. I enjoy your guys' show and happy to talk some sports with you guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. It means a lot. Kind of talk to them about what are your favorite sports teams.
I did most of my growing up in Michigan, so a lot of my favorite sports teams like the Tigers, the Lions, the Pistons, when I try to pretend like I care about the NBA, although the Pistons are good, so I have to be more into it this year. Balling. And my father-in-law got me really into soccer, so I'm an Everton fan. So Kevin and I can talk a little bit about soccer, although I know he cares more about La Liga than the Premier League.
Yeah.
But but I like watching all. Obviously the Mavs, right? Really big into the Omaha teams here, and yeah, that's probably about it.
Did you play any sports growing up?
I was a runner mostly, so I did track and cross country.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
What events mostly?
Mostly the sprints, the 400-meter dash, the 4x400 meter relay. That was about as long as I could go. Like cross country was just kind of training for doing those short races.
Okay. Well, we have a couple games and topics we want to talk about today. First topic is contenders or pretenders. So I'm going to name a couple teams. I'm going to ask each of you individually, what do you guys think? And just kind of talk about what's going on with their team right now and what they can do to either get better or stay where they're at. So for the first team, we got the Indianapolis Colts. Indiana Jones, Jonathan Taylor, who's looking like an MVP candidate right now. You got Michael Pittman, rookie Tyler Warren. Jacob, talk to me.
I think they're contenders.
Contenders?
Especially after the trade deadline, they traded for Sauce Gardner.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of fallen off a little bit since his rookie year in 2022. But I think he bolsters their defense a lot based on that duo with him and Kenny Moore.
Do you think he's still a top 5 corner?
Not top 5, but he's still just like a name that people know. I think he's still pretty widely revered in the league. I mean, he's got the nickname, he's got the chain on all the time.
If he's not top 5, who's above him? Obviously, Pat Surtain won.
Pat Surtain.
There's a boy out there in Cleveland, Denzel Ward. I really like him.
Denzel Ward's borderline.
Stingley's
probably top 2 with Pat Surtain.
Honestly.
I also like, I'm trying to think of his name, Christian Gonzalez on the Patriots.
Yeah, he's good
He's
too.
been pretty good.
I'm still a wild card. I'll say Ramsey.
Yeah, Ramsey.
Yeah, he's been teetering around there.
Yeah.
And then like
He's on
McDuffie. McDuffie on the Chiefs. He's been pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see how he couldn't crack the top 5,
Yeah.
but he I don't think he's no lower than 7.
No.
Yeah, no lower than 7.
And they got a good linebacking core with Zaire Franklin. I think DeForest Buckner just got injured, so that might hold them back a little bit on like the run prevention game. But their offense is top 5 right now with Jonathan Taylor alone.
Yeah.
And if Daniel Jones just plays average, I think they could move.
At the beginning of the season, I didn't have really high expectations for them, and still in the season, I'm like, okay, their winning streak is going to end coming soon. Like they're not going to do pretty good, but they keep shocking me week after week, playing really good football. Yeah. They got a good head coach. You see the thing in the media, how their owner has been like on the sideline listening to the plays, getting on them. I think that's really cool, and I think that's what's attributing to their success.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. If there's a problem, you got to be down there to solve it. So it's good she's taking initiative.
Colts are contenders.
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. All right, Stem, I got one for you. My beloved Denver Broncos, Bo Nix. I believe, talk to me about the Denver Broncos. Are they contenders or pretenders?
I will say contenders,
All
in
right.
spite of the fact that in class the other day I asked Jacob if they were the worst 8-2 team in the history of the NFL. Just squeaking by the Raiders. They needed 30 points to beat the Giants, but they find a way to win.
They kind of remind me of the comeback kids.
You know, Sean Payton, they've got this kind of will of belief. Harvey's been coming on late.
Yeah.
I know that Dobbins is going to be out when they play Kansas City on Sunday, but, can Bo Nix do it? I think it kind of reminds me of those Ravens teams in the 2000s where the defense was really good and you just asked Trent Dilfer to go score 17 points. 17 points will be enough. That'll get us to win. And, their defense, you talked about Surtain, all those other guys they've done a really good job of limiting what other teams can do offensively. And if you can hold a team to 20 points or under, you're going to be in every game you play. And that defense is as good as there is in the league.
I think they're on pace to break the Bears sack record I think the Bears sack record is like 70, and I think they're on pace to do like 78. They got, I mean, in my opinion, Defensive Player of the Year, Nick Bonito. They got another good edge rusher, and Jonathan Cooper, Ohio State alumni.
Zach Allen.
Yeah.
Dre Greenlaw.
They're deep, bro.
Yeah.
Hufanga is there too. The only thing is, like, I'm not questioning the defense. It's more so the offense, and it's more so Bo Nix. Like, these screen passes, these RPOs, short play checkdowns, he's missing. He's having happy feet. He's not stepping up into the pocket. He's overthrowing a lot. I mean, a lot. And I'm kind of wondering if Bo Nix is kind of holding the offense back, holding this team back.
He is a little bit, but, I mean, when you have that defense, that's, to be honest, it's probably the best in the league. I mean, you can do anything. Like, look at the Ravens. Like, you were speaking of the Ravens in the 2000s, but I was thinking of the Ravens in 2012. Like, Joe Flacco, he hadn't hit his prime yet. They didn't really have anybody on offense other than Ray Rice. But they have the defense with Ray Lewis. They have Ed Reed. They have Terrell Suggs. They have all those guys.
I think if we make a deep playoff run, the defense is going to have to show up every single game.
Right. And there's not really an offense that scares me in the AFC. The Chiefs, obviously, Rashee Rice has come back, and they obviously have Mahomes. The Bills are inconsistent on offense. Joe Brady looks kind of like a shell of himself right now.
Yeah.
They're talking about maybe firing him.
You know, one of the things that I don't think people talk about a ton is that if the Broncos can get the number 1 seed in the AFC, like,
get that bye week.
It's just not easy to come to Denver and play, right? You're playing at elevation. That's not something that, aside from the Chiefs and the Chargers, right? The teams who aren't in the AFC West, they're not used to having to come to do that all the time, and that could make a big difference. You know, you get a game in January in the snow at elevation,
5,280 feet above sea level.
Wow.
Yeah. The crowd's just very raucous. Like, I don't think they lose at home.
They
haven't lost at home this year.
8-game win streak.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah.
And then I think it's like a 4-game win streak with their City Edition jerseys. I think that's what they're called. But
they just need to wear those orange ones all the time.
Man,
just wear the
them things are
throwback.
so
those orange ones, the Seahawks with the different color blue, like the royal blue.
Yeah.
What is old is new again. It is very weird as someone who's watched the NFL for a long time. Like, I remember watching these teams in these jerseys. The Chargers in their powder blue. Like, these are what they should be wearing all the time.
Speaking of watching them, I kind of get a little bit of nostalgia. Like, the Patriots are good again. It's like they have Tom Brady.
Sure.
Broncos are decently good again. Like they have Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Seahawks are balling out of control right now. Yeah. And then you even have the Colts as if they have Andrew Luck.
Man, it's weird. It's weird for me to hear you say nostalgia, talk about the Broncos and Peyton Manning, where I'm thinking like John Elway and Terrell Davis when they won. When I was in high school, when I was like close to your guys' age now, which makes me feel significantly older.
I wish I could have seen that because
thinking of the Drew Bledsoe era.
Oh yeah, that too, man, that too.
Speaking of Jacob said he didn't really see a team that really scares him. But a team that really does scare me in the AFC is the Patriots. So I'm going to ask you now, are the Patriots contenders or pretenders?
I'm going to say they're contenders. I haven't really paid attention to the Patriots because for me, I haven't heard about them until they were like really very well. Drake May's doing really good.
Yeah.
So I haven't really paid attention to them, but I keep on looking at the record and then I keep on looking at the scores and the fixtures that they have, and they're pretty well contenders for me.
Is it bad of me to say I think Drake May is the best deep ball thrower in the NFL right now?
No,
I don't think that.
Like, I was watching the game on Sunday. Like, bro, it looks like he just lays it right there in the hands for him. Just hits him right there in stride.
Yeah. He's way more comfortable this year.
Yeah. And him and Stephon Diggs are slowly starting to build a new connection. They got a good running back. So I think they're contenders too.
Yeah. What running back are you talking about?
Henderson.
Okay. All right. I was going to say, I think they need to give Henderson more action.
Yeah.
Because Ramondre Stevenson has a fumble problem. He doesn't protect the ball. They finally let him loose last week, and he had 2 50-plus yard touchdown runs, like 150 total yards. So, I mean, he's definitely a difference maker. I think they just need to give him more action.
Yeah, because
Vrabel needs to trust him a little bit more.
Baker Mayfield and them kind of been on a roll lately, too. I know they are without some of their weapons on offense with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, right?
And Bucky Irving, too. He's been out for most of the year.
But their rookies been carrying them. And what the Patriots did to them was kind of impressive. Yeah. So I'd definitely say they're contenders, too. Yeah. Okay, I got another one for you, okay?
Oh, okay.
The Eagles.
The Eagles?
The Philadelphia Eagles. The three-headed monster on offense, Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown.
I mean, they got to be contenders, right?
Yeah.
But, like,
what's going on with them lately?
That game Sunday night, my heavens, that was like I know the Packers defense is good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And like they made it tough, but like I guess it was Monday night, not Sunday night. It was Monday night, and just scoreless at halftime, right? It was I saw some stat that was the first scoreless NFL game at halftime since 1943.
I did see that
That's
too.
that's
yeah.
nuts, and
Yeah.
it was just like AJ Brown's been hurt, like. Hurts just hasn't looked quite as comfortable for whatever reason throwing the ball. Like they're running the ball fine, and Saquon is Saquon. It's like you give him the ball and get out of the way.
Yeah.
But the defense seems a half step back from where they were last year.
Well, they lost a lot of players
Right.
too.
Yeah, and it's hard to lose a bunch of guys like that and have that happen. And so still contenders, but they're not quite at the level of last year. Like I felt like last year, even though they didn't end up as the number one seed in the NFC, they were the prohibitive favorite to win the NFC.
Yeah.
And like I could see them going back to the Super Bowl, but I wouldn't say that it is certainly clear cut that it's going to be Philadelphia that represents the NFC. Like there are, the Rams are playing well. You talk about the Bucks, the Lions. I guess we should include the Bears there too, and the Packers,
The Bears
right?
and the Seahawks, too.
And the
Seahawks, for
Seahawks,
sure.
right? Pablo would be mad if I didn't mention the Seahawks. Right? The NFC. That's kind of the fun thing is that I feel like as we're talking about the Colts and the Broncos and the Patriots and like both leagues seem really wide open,
Yeah.
which is good, and I think will be good for fans of other teams who get kind of tired of seeing the Chiefs and the Eagles.
Right.
Yeah, I'm getting
for
tired of the Chiefs. I'll tell you
Me
that
too.
right now. Big game on Sunday, Broncos versus Chiefs. Make sure you guys tune in. But you were gonna say something, Jacob. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna mention the Seahawks. I think they're probably my favorite right now.
I think they
To be
got the
honest.
best wide receiver in football right now.
JSN.
Yeah, JSN. He's
They-
so. And look,
Pretty
Sam
good.
Darnold, like he just like everybody thought last year was kind of a fluke.
Nope.
It was
Yeah.
with KOC.
What Gino said, they wrote me off.
Okay,
right back.
you end up with Kevin O'Connor and Kevin O'Connell, and he just kind of takes care of it. And then he goes out to Seattle, and they just keep rolling along. And Mike McDonald with his two-headed running back is frustrating if you own either Zach Charbonnet or Kenneth Walker III in fantasy. But it works for them. And yeah, JSN has been awesome.
Yeah,
He's been
he's-
so good.
I'm glad you brought that up because we talked about it last time, but we didn't get to air the show. Who are your top 5 wide receivers right now? We can all go in line. Jacob, we can start with you. But
Number
give me your
one.
top 5.
Number 1, I still have to go with Jamar Chase.
Same.
Number 2 is probably JSN.
Okay.
Number 3 is Puka Nakua.
Okay.
Number 4,
Heartbreak Puka Nakua too.
Number 4, still CD Lamb.
And then 5 is where it gets tricky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5.
You
I'd
got
probably just have to
AJ
go
Brown, Tyreek Hill. Like
AJ Brown now. Tyreek Hill now.
what?
I would have Jalen Waddle.
I mean,
over
you
Tyreek
guys.
Hill
I mean, you
right
guys
now.
haven't even talked about Justin Jefferson,
I was
Amon
gonna
Ross
say,
St.
that's-
Brown.
that's
Like,
wild. Yeah.
St.
like-
Brown is
this is a list that it would be hard to come up with 10. I can't even imagine trying to figure out who my top 5 receivers
Top
would be.
5. I think I have a pretty solid top 5, but I want to hear your top 5 first.
Oh goodness, I would go Chase 1.
Okay. With the quarterback, he's the best.
Yeah, I mean he's the best. Like I guess if are we basing on production? Like if we're based on production right now, we probably got to go JSN 2. Yeah, I like Nakua at 3. I would probably go St. Brown at 4, but like I don't know. Justin Jefferson at 5, and I feel like I've just named all NFC receivers except for Chase. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like blanking on who a bunch of the guys in the AFC are.
I mean,
I don't even think you're missing anybody. I think it's just loaded in the NFC,
Yeah.
especially with like Ibuka too. Like he's
Yeah,
up there
yeah.
this year for sure.
Yeah.
And then you have like I don't even know. Obviously Justin Jefferson and even George Pickens has been good.
I mean, I'm trying to think in the
Lamb's
AFC
injured.
who would even be in top
Rasheed
8?
Rice maybe.
I mean, he's came back and he's
Yeah.
had good production, but
I mean, honestly, T. Higgins probably, right? You got to put T. Higgins.
Yeah.
T's up there.
Like,
Joe Flacco's just feeding both of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
and I
just-
thought his career was going to be over after
Yeah.
Cleveland too, but bro, just somehow chilling on the couch, coming back, put
Yeah.
up 240 yards any
Yeah.
day on
Yeah.
any
And that's
defense.
pretty much it in the AFC. Other than Jalen Waddle, he's been pretty good since Tyreek Hill got injured.
I know they're not like top 5, but like Nico Collins,
Sure.
decently
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton doesn't get enough attention as a wide receiver 1, or top 10 receiver as is.
He's
but
not he's
really
not
good.
flashy, but he'll come
Yeah.
through.
I mean,
He
you
just-
throw
he's
it.
always making plays.
Yeah. Big body, big frame. Gets a lot of those over the shoulder passes. He catches them 50-50 balls. He comes down with them. Another person I'd say, I know he is not a wide receiver, but he acts like one. Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude is,
Oh,
that guy is amazing.
Brock Bowers or Trey McBride. Who do we got? That's the top
I'm
10.
taking Brock.
Yeah.
If Gino didn't throw as many interceptions and wasn't as bad with the ball, Brock would get a lot more targets. And I think not the last game against the Broncos, but the game before that, bro came back and had like 100 some yards or something like
Like
that.
10 catches, 120 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Like bro was like, throw the ball to him. He'll save us.
He's the extent of
and they
Las
barely
Vegas's
won
offense.
that game. They barely won that game too.
Yeah, but to come back So Chase, JSN, Puka,
Nakua,
St. Brown.
St. Brown.
probably still Justin Jefferson.
Okay. All right. So we got some.
The 4 through 6 is pretty. It's
4 through 8, I feel like
they're
is pretty-
interchangeable.
Right.
Yeah.
Give me something different. Or are you gonna be the same?
Honestly, mine was gonna be the same, but we'll change out.
Just don't say Jacoby Myers.
Well, I wasn't going to.
I'm gonna eat your dollar. That way.
Honestly, I have the same. I have I have Jason as my 1.
Okay.
Then I have Jamar Chase. Then I'm gonna go St. Brown. I'll go CD in there,
Mhm.
and then I'll go with probably Jettas.
Jettas.
Yeah.
See, I'd have to agree. Yeah, honestly, I'd agree with all you guys. I think I would switch Justin Jefferson with Puka, but
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I say that is because JJ McCarthy hasn't lived up to what he's supposed to be,
Mhm.
what he was advertised coming into the draft and
Yeah.
all that stuff. But hey, that's not on Justin. You know?
Yeah, no, they're still working on their connection for
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
They call him 9.
So you say the Eagles are
I do say, yeah.
contenders? Okay. All right, Kevin, talk to me. Kansas City Chiefs. Can't count out Patrick Mahomes, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce.
I think they're still gonna be contenders.
Mhm.
Because we talked about it on the last show, how they're still the record's not favorable as
Yeah.
like fans would like to be as they have been before, but they're still contenders. They still have a good rating. I think it was like they have a 50% chance of still at least getting to the Super Bowl. When it comes to postseason, they're turning up a lot, really doing a good job. Patrick Mahomes pulls out his magic, so I still think they're contenders.
Yeah, Black Magic called the refs.
Yeah.
I mean, you just right. It's like in the NFL, to a lesser extent, the NBA. I mean, Major League Baseball with the Dodgers, right? The Dodgers were the 3 seed and won the World Series. It's like you just got to get in,
Yeah.
right? Like in La Liga, if you follow soccer, right? In La Liga, that stuff, like you've got to be consistently good
Yeah.
to be at the top of the table the
Yeah.
whole year. But
Yeah.
like in these sports, you just got to get into the playoffs, and it's like even if the Chiefs squeak in as the 7 seed, like who's going to bet against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs?
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to get to the top, it's another thing to stay at the top.
Mhm.
You know, and I think that's where a lot of people got to give Patrick Mahomes his respect because he's consistently doing it. And he kind of reminds me of like Tom Brady, his success. It's not like the Bills or the Ravens where he's good only in the preseason and then postseason comes, he's
Yeah.
nowhere to be found.
Mhm.
No, he's good. He elevates his team, and that's what makes you a great player is how good can you make those around you.
Yeah.
Especially if you take down like a big dog team, like a top seed team, then you're kind of assuming, oh, are these guys the favorites now? Are these guys going to take down another big seed team? So that's what I could see happening with Kansas.
Yeah, I don't. Last year's Super Bowl, right? It was blown out by the Eagles,
Mhm.
but I mean, they got a lot of offensive firepower, and I don't think Patrick Mahomes truly does have a wide receiver 1. Like you can throw it up to Xavier Worthy because he's fast.
Rashee Rice.
is decently, but can he stay on the field? You know?
For now, he can. Now that he's
So-
back from his suspension.
Yeah, it's kind of reminds me of John Moran a little bit, but we can get into that later. Stem, I'm gonna come back to you. The Seattle Seahawks, contenders or pretenders?
Absolutely contenders. That offense, we talked about JSN, right? And Sam Darnold just looks remarkable.
Out of his
He's-
mind
he-
right
I mean,
now,
he's been playing great, and like this is the guy that the Jets thought they were getting when they drafted him so high, and he had that great night on opening night, and then has been bouncing all around the league. Last year was a resurgence, and JSN has come into his own.
Yeah.
Like you watch those Ohio State teams with JSN and Ibuka and Marvin Harrison, and you're like, these guys are all going to be awesome. And I know Harrison's been a little bit slow because of injuries and other stuff the last couple of years, but man, watching these guys be successful and like JSN's been awesome. They've got the running back situation that works.
Yeah.
It's like I said, I have Kenneth Walker in a fantasy league, so like it's kind of frustrating because I would like him to be a bell cow. But you know what? It works for them. They split the carries. They keep the wear and tear off both those guys. And the Seattle defense, it's not the Legion of Boom anymore. But
It can
I mean,
hold its own.
but I mean, Mike McDonald's a defensive guy. They
Yeah.
play good defense, and like who's going to stop JSN, right? Like
I don't know.
you have to go back and have one of those top 5 corners that you guys were talking about earlier. That if you don't have one of those guys, man, it's going to be hard to stop
The way he
him.
breaks down zones and like just finds his spots.
Yeah.
Like,
He can just sit in the.
and he can
sit in
go
the
over the
zone.
top too. Like
Yeah.
he's not a speedy guy, but he's like fundamentally sound in his
Yeah.
technique, the way he breaks off his routes. Like
He
he
just does
good.
whatever's asked
Yeah.
of him,
Yeah.
and he does it well.
Yeah.
He's a craft of his
whatever he
game
does.
for sure.
I want to go back to Sam Darnold though, because that's why it's so important to be in such a good system. I mean, if you look over there across the bridge, San Francisco, there's a guy named Mac Jones who's doing really good.
Yep.
Kyle Shanahan has a really good system. You
Mhm.
put any quarterback, I truly believe you put any quarterback in his system, they'll thrive.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it really good to have a good system as a quarterback?
I mean, it's just guys put you in good position, right? Like, KOC did the same thing with Darnold last year. They got a good system. It's really quarterback friendly in spite of what we've kind of seen from JJ McCarthy's struggles this year. But when you can put your guy to be successful, put him in a spot where he can be successful, these guys can make the throws, right? You don't get to the NFL without having the ability to make the throws.
Yeah.
Even the backups on Jacksonville or whomever, like those guys can make the throws. You've just got to give them the tools, the wide receivers,
And the confidence.
and you just got to give them the confidence. Put them in the right spots. They can make the throws, and then you just go. And Darnold, man, last year did wonders for his confidence.
Yeah.
He's making all the throws now. He had 3 or 4 incompletions on that Monday night game a couple weeks ago against Houston.
No, I think for the half he was like 15 of 15.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
then when it was 28 of 32 or something like that. I
Yep.
can't remember what the final numbers were, but he's just playing with all the confidence right now, and that's what you need. You know, I mean, it's a quarterback league, and if you got a guy who has the confidence and can make the throws, and you got a wide receiver who's going to be open all the time, it's going to be hard to beat that.
Yeah, definitely.
And the crowd, man, you get if Seattle wins the West and gets the number 1 seed, that place gets loud. It gets so loud.
I always go back between the Seahawks and the Rams. I don't know. But
The Seahawks are definitely winning the West. I don't see the Rams. The Rams are already behind by a little bit, but I don't see the Seahawks letting up at all.
because Matthew's also playing like MVP level too.
Mm-hmm.
But
Shout out to the old guys, man.
Yeah, they're
Darnold and
Right.
Stafford and Joe Flacco,
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. The old guys are showing out.
Steelers are overrated though.
What?
Still top of the
Steelers are
North.
overrated.
Still top of the AFC North.
You gonna let him talk about your?
They're not going to
Steelers?
win the AFC North.
Who is?
We're just gonna-
Ravens.
They're
Ravens
they're
are
too far behind.
Yeah.
No.
They're too far behind.
They gotta
They
get
already
Derrick
have.
Henry
They're
going,
already
too.
at 500 almost. After this week, they're going to be.
Just
They're going
because
to be 5-5 after this week, and then they're going to win the West.
I feel bad for Lamar.
They're going to
man.
be 10-7 and win the West.
You guys can cut his.
Not the
mic.
West.
North,
You
the
guys
AFC
can cut
North.
his mic.
The AFC
Okay, we're kind of running short on time a little bit, so I kind of want to talk to you about your Lions, contenders or pretenders.
I've kind of gone back and forth.
Pretenders.
Maybe but if Dan Campbell's going to keep calling the plays like that,
Mhm.
maybe they are contenders because the offense looked awful the week before coming out of the bye. They just couldn't do anything against Minnesota, and all of a sudden Dan Campbell starts calling plays and they look great against the Commanders. And I know the
Yeah.
Commanders' defense is bad.
When you see
Right,
Dan
like-
Campbell smile, that's
Yeah,
scary sight.
like it's so I will say yes. Aiden Hutchinson stays healthy. They're going to get some guys back in the secondary.
Mhm.
But again, it's wide open. So it's I feel like it's pretty easy to say, yeah, they could probably be a contender. They could also finish third in the North and, barely make the playoffs or maybe not make the playoffs at all. It's wide open, but I like the way they're trending right now.
Okay, we're gonna kind of switch topics here. We're gonna transition to the NBA, and the game we're gonna play now is called Hot Takes or Facts. So,
Dope.
Kevin, I'll start with you first.
Yep.
Okay, Steph Curry has officially entered the top 5 all-time debate.
Top 5 player of all time or point
Players.
guard?
In my opinion, he's the best point guard. But
He's the best point guard for sure. Top 5.
Feel
I'll
free
give
to
him the
chime
5.
in.
I'll give him 5.
I would say 10. 5 is
5 is pushing it.
5 is just hard, right? Because there's been LeBron, there's been
MJ.
MJ. I don't know how we feel about Kobe, but then you still got to get guys like
Kobe's
like
in my top 3.
Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Kareem. There have been a lot of really good dudes to play, and this is absolutely no slight on Steph. Steph is fantastic, and top 10, I would obviously.
So where does he crack?
I would give you top 10 for sure.
top 10.
I would have to seriously think long and hard about top 5, and he's knocking on the door. But
If he wins this year,
Wins what?
The chip.
chip and a Finals MVP,
Then yes.
I think at that point we make a claim
or
for
any
top
time
5.
before he
Sure,
retires.
anytime before he retires. One more chip. Yeah, I think we could absolutely. And this he's right there, which is such an incredible testament to
Right.
him. And also, dropping 46. How
Coming
at
back
the,
off
at the
that
age of 30?
illness
At the age of
game?
36? How
Yeah.
36, 37?
His conditioning is crazy because
He's-
he runs around the court.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And he
What
just had
he's-
an illness game. So this prior game before that, he sat out against OKC.
Yeah, and then he has a lot of off-court distractions going on too that he's facing, but we don't have to get into it. Okay, Stem, I got you right here, right?
All right.
Anthony Edwards will win MVP before Luka.
Ooh.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna say hot take.
Hot take.
Yeah. We spent a lot of time in class talking about MVP voters, and I won't be the first one to say that I know exactly what NBA writers are thinking.
Mhm.
But like, once LeBron leaves, right, the Lakers are going to be Luka's team, and he's just with the star power and being in LA. If he were still in Dallas, I might take.
Speaking
Ant.
of Dallas, he's fired.
I know, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
should have done that.
Well,
They should have done that before.
Honestly, if they didn't get the first-
before he traded Luka, they
Yeah.
they should have fired him.
They
before
should have
he
never
traded
hired
Luka.
him.
You know, I mean that's also fair. If Luka were still in Dallas, I would say Ant. I feel like because Luka's in LA
Yeah.
and has all the star power and people like love the Lakers because they're the Lakers, like that influences how people are going to vote. So I would say Luka does it first because he's in LA. But if
Okay,
he
so-
were in Dallas, I would say give it to Ant. 'cause I
That
think-
begs the other question. When let's say KD, Bron, Steph, Harden, those
All the
guys, they
OGs.
all leave. Yeah.
All the OGs leave.
Who's the next face of the league? You got Shea, Ant, Trey, Luca.
I mean, Ant might be the face.
Yeah,
of the league.
I'm
like
going
he
with Ant.
just the high flying stuff, right? Like Luka's balling out in different ways, but
Mhm.
like, and Ant's gonna make a highlight every night. Like
Yeah.
Luka might score 50.
Yeah.
Ant's gonna put a highlight for TikTok, for YouTube,
Poster.
for Sports Center, wherever every night.
And then
Yeah.
So maybe that makes Ant the face of the league.
Yeah.
I think it's-
Like I love Shy's game, but it's really I feel like kind of like Jalen Brunson. Like it's really hard for people to get really invested in guys who are
Oh, is that
free throw merchants, right?
right?
Like,
Foul baiters,
you
yeah.
respect the game, right? You play. This is the game. You play it, and
Yeah.
like when they're not playing a team you're rooting for, like it's fine. Like I hated Jalen Brunson when the Pistons were playing the Knicks because it's like that's all. But it works for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like really hard to make him or Shy right like the face of the league because Shy is so dependent on getting to the free throw line.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you know when you play basketball, I played basketball in high school and middle school and stuff. Your coaches always tell you get to the free throw line, slow down the game, get some free shots, try to recover. But like at some point, there's like a abuse of it, right?
Mhm.
Like you're not even trying to play at the game now. Now you're just trying to bait for fouls,
Mhm.
trying to stat pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I feel. But okay, all right. Jacob, I got one for you now. Ready? Jason Tatum will retire as the best Celtic since Larry Bird.
As only a Celtic,
As
we're
a
not
Celtic.
talking about like Kevin Garnett, like his career before.
Everyone
Coming to
who's
the
put on that
Celtics.
Celtic jersey, when it's all said and done, Jason Tatum will be better than Larry Bird.
I would say that he'll be better than Larry Bird.
Yeah,
Like as
that's
the
what
best
that is.
Celtic.
Yeah.
Best Celtics since
You
Larry
said-
Bird?
Yeah.
Since Larry Bird, I would say that's facts.
Who do you think-
Especially,
I mean, Paul Pierce is going to come fight you.
I would say I would say he's probably his best competition. But I think if Tatum wins another championship,
I mean, it's really hard to know how Tatum's going to come back from this Achilles.
Yeah,
injury.
that
like,
is-
it's hard
that
to
is true.
say.
like that's one of those injuries that's just like, and I know he's already doing stuff like he's got phenomenal recovery and like he might be back but like
Him and
those-
Kyrie are supposed to get back before.
those
Is that what they're
injuries,
trying to
man,
go for?
you just
Mhm.
never know. You just never know what somebody can come back
Yeah.
like from an
Especially
injury like
because
that.
like KD's the only one that's really came back from an Achilles injury like that. Anyone else already hasn't
Paul
really.
to be
George-
like as good as they were
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
the injury.
Paul George did have one of the nastiest injuries. Came back for a little bit with OKC. Looked like an MVP when he was there in OKC. Then went to the Clippers and
and then just fell off the face of the
was
earth.
no
Yeah.
longer PG-13.
Hit Philly and Philly
He's got
destroyed
He's
him.
got the podcast going, so he's all right.
He hit Philly and Philly destroyed him.
Okay.
No, he destroyed
Just
Philly.
say that.
Kind of running low on time, so I'm going to ask you one more question. Then we're going to take a commercial break. Stem, last question. Chet Holmgren will have a better career than Wemby.
Oh, that's got to be a hot take. Chet's awesome. Like Chet's awesome, but Wemby's a freak, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like just some of the
You see
things
some of
that
the
he
dunks
does.
he be doing?
Some of
Like,
some of the things he does, right? I mean, Chet's been awesome, and we knew Chet was going to be awesome in high school. He was really good at Gonzaga.
Yep.
It's been awesome for the Thunder last year.
Yeah.
But man, Wemby is
Have you-
like
I just saw
Wemby is a like
freaking nature.
yeah you don't get players like that. And maybe we go back to our face of the league discussion, maybe Wemby becomes the face of the league.
I was going to say that too.
Because like, man, he's just.
But a lot of people don't want to acknowledge Europeans could be the face of the league of the NBA.
I mean,
a lot of people don't want to admit that.
I got no problem with that.
But then I think of this guy in Dallas named Dirk has one of the bloodiest rings of all time.
Yeah, and we got Luka, Jokic,
Shea.
and Wemby. That could probably be your top
Giannis
3.
too. Who
Giannis
is one of the best players.
That
Right
could be
now.
4 of the top 5 MVP finishers, along with Shea.
Yeah,
4 of the top 5 from Europe.
Hey, don't forget my man Cade Cunningham.
Where's he from?
Oh, that's Caden, though, man.
I think he's from. I know he just went to Oklahoma State. I think he's from the DMV though.
Got you.
They're at the top of the East, so I can't.
Yeah.
That's right.
One fact I saw about Wemby is he has 90 straight games with 1 block per game. Like, he has 1 block. Yeah,
Bro, he's like what 7'1", 7'2", or something like that.
He's like 7'3". They like gave him another inch.
What do you do? Like this goes back to Steph Curry's greatness. I don't want to glaze or nothing, but that Olympic game shoots over not only Wemby but also Gobert, however you say his last name. I mean, bro, it looked like he was gonna get blocked. When he made it. Like, what do you do on someone that tall, that long, like, and that athletic too? That's another thing.
That's just.
You just tip your cap at that point.
I mean, that's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Man, yeah, we can do it that way. All right, I know I said that was the last one, but I think we got time for one more. Let's see. Let's go do something fun, okay?
Let's do it.
Ja Morant will never reach his full potential because of off-court distractions.
I think that's a fact.
A fact.
Yeah, I think that's a fact for sure. And now they're talking about trade rumors about Minnesota, Miami. I don't know. I can see Miami. If he goes to Minnesota, I know people want to see that because Ant and Ja probably have like a similar personality outside the court, but then they also have like the explosiveness in the court. But I'm a Minnesota fan. I kind of don't want to see that happen.
It would be interesting. You know, people benefit all the time from change of scenery. I would be interested to get away from Memphis, right?
Except for Klay Thompson.
Right? I mean, like, get away from that it would be interesting to see if that changes, like, the off-court distractions, right? What you get from Jaws on the court is going to be but it would be interesting for me to see if he goes to Minnesota, Miami, somewhere, if that changes or if the distractions just kind of keep following him.
Yeah, because no one's questioning what he can do on the court, you know? Like, I remember when him and Zion were both coming into the league, and then was like, oh, these two guys, they got next.
Yeah.
It really hasn't been the case for both of them. Zion can't stay healthy, can't stay on the court, and Ja can't stay on the court just because of, you know, his own actions.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't want to say give him an excuse or nothing, but you're making a lot of money. You're a superstar, hanging out with people, but at the same time, you're a grown adult. You're a role model to thousands and millions of kids. Like, you got to play your part. So.
Yeah, you got to be better off the court.
Yeah.
Just set an example.
But if he does go to Minnesota, sheesh, watch out. Watch out. But that is the first segment of our NBA NFL take today. Shout out to Stem for coming on the podcast.
I appreciate you having me.
Really appreciate
Anytime.
you. And yeah, definitely got to do it again. Comment down below what more topics you guys want to see. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
Peace.